It's T-Biz in the house, and a bit of a rush day because this is my last day to really do anything. Well, not even anything fun because I got to go back to work tonight, and it's going to be a long haul. So, as usual, work's been kicking my butt, but went ahead and picked up some comics and some other treats today, and I'm going to be heading back to the grind tonight. So, this is a look at some of the comics I picked up this week. This is one I got earlier over the weekend. It's got it for real cheap too. Can't remember exactly at the moment. It's Vault of Evil from Marvel Comics, and looks pretty dang cool. I like the art. I don't know who did the art, but I don't know if it might be the same guy that did the. Because this reminds me of some of the old school Star Wars art. Can't remember who did that. I know everybody knows, but I always forget. But anyhow, picked this up for pretty cheap, and it's not in too bad condition. There's a little bit of some dents on the binding and stuff like that, but other than that, the color on it just really pops and looks really nice. I'm stoked to get this. And that's because I usually don't pick up a lot of eBay books, but I'm going to start now. So I'm just randomly picking up just odd eBay things that like kind of strike my attention or whatever. Picked up Lady Killer #1, the second printing. So now I can finally start reading this and checking this out. Wonder Woman 39. I almost didn't pick this up, but the main reason I did pick it up, because I have some of the back issues before this. I need to read them and start checking them out, but I'm so behind on stuff that I had to get it because it has Harley Quinn, and I'm starting to become like a huge Harley Quinn fan. And she looks kind of like Lobo. She's got kind of like the Lobo makeup, and I don't know, this looks like it might be a good or funny issue. And I know Ivan loves Moon Knight, and so I figured I'd just give it a check. Because there wasn't much of my books that I regularly pick up, so I figured, man, I want to get some books to read, so I figured I'd just check out Moon Knight, give it a read, see what the hubbub's all about. Because I know it's got a really good team working on it and stuff, so it should be good. And I picked up Multiversity, because Morrison Lee Williams and Sinclair, I don't know if that's Jim Lee or what, but anyways, I like Grant Morrison, so this should be really cool to check out. I know Lisa will probably want to check this out too, because she loves her some Grant Morrison writing too. Batman Eternal. Can't remember. I haven't read the last issue, so I need to catch up on these two. Autumn Lands, which was Tooth and Claw originally, but now it's Autumn Lands because they had to change their name. This is a cool book. I like it. It's real kind of fantasy, hippy dippy, new agey, kind of crazy. I like it. I think it's a really good book. A lot of magic and stuff like that. Deathlock #5. Love this book a lot. Yeah, I think in the last issue, Domino showed up, so can't wait to see what's happening. And I like some Domino. She's cool. And Silver Surfer. And we got I think in the last issue she found out that Silver Surfer was the Herald and killed a shitload of people. Oh, pardon my French. Killed a lot of people. And she's kind of bummed out about that. And told him pretty much go take off. And so he kind of took off without her. And now and he left her on this like kind of sanctuary planet where all these people were like that were refugees from planets that got murdered were hanging out and stuff. And they kind of discovered it by accident. It was kind of under the cloak. And now Galactus has kind of rediscovered these guys, and I think planets. So I think he's got to try to redeem himself and save these refugees and save his woman friend too. I forget her name. Dawn Greenwood. Yeah, that's it. But anyways, yeah, love the way All Red draws some Galactus, man. That's pretty cool. And picked up Rocket Raccoon #3. And I picked up #1 too as well because I like Scotty Young's art. He's awesome. And I know my cousin Zero's been picking this up, so I figured, man, just check it out. Because like I said, there weren't a lot of my books out today, so I figured I'd just pick up some different books and check them out. And if I like them, if I do, if I don't, I don't. And I had to get this Batgirl. I've been reading it. I know I have some friends out there that probably don't dig this version of Batgirl because it's kind of like a newer version. It's kind of not like the original tale and stuff like that from like Killing Joke and stuff like that. But it's got Harley on cell phone with sticking her tongue out being a butt, so it's got to be good. It's got to be good. And because I'm just becoming a huge Harley fan, it's ridiculous. It's kind of silly. And Rocket Raccoon #1. It's probably second printing or something. I'm not sure. But I picked it up. It's because I got #1 in the latest issue. I'll probably read #1 and then catch up on the others or whatever. But I know it's kind of goofy, but that's how I do it sometimes. #3 of Thor because I kind of let this go. But I've got issue 1. I can't find issue 2. I'm going to have to order it somehow. And issue 4 and issue 5. So I'm going to need to catch up because it's interesting. Issue 1 kind of left us wherever. I needed to get number 2 so I can really complete the story. But I like the art. The art's pretty freaking gnarly. Can't go wrong with that. And as far as like new books I've been reading and stuff, I started reading Critical Hit from Black Mask. And I like this comic a lot. It's oops, sorry about that. It's pretty dark and it's pretty intense, and it's kind of like these two girls are part of their own like little underground animal liberation front and stuff, and they go around like pretty much rescuing animals from labs, people that fight dogs and stuff in underground basements, and they kind of rescue animals and stuff, and they decide to hit up some hunters, go to some hunting grounds, and hit up their deer stands and blow up their cabins and stuff like that. And they're pretty much, they get caught by the hunters, and pretty much the hunters are like some seedy, probably like some meth head bad guys or something, or just some crusty, seedy, God knows what goes on at their, at their hunter lair or their cabins and stuff or whatever. But they ran out their cabins to make money and stuff, so you can like shoot deer or whatever and animals and stuff. And they go there to pretty much sabotage everything, but they blow up their cabins and their trucks and stuff, or the main guy's trucks, and he's pissed, so they beat the crap out of him, and pretty much you think they're gonna die, but I don't know. Hopefully they're gonna get out of this mess, but they're in a pretty much a pickle or a jam, and it's a pretty intense comic. It's pretty dark. I mean, I've been reading some interesting comics, but this one's pretty intense, and it's kind of a look at the seedier side of Americana, and like kind of like, people that dogfight and stuff like that, and people that hunt. I mean, I'm all for hunting if you're just gonna do it to survive, but if you're just doing it just because you're a douchebag, then yeah, it's kind of not cool. But anyhow, enough of that blabbing, enough of my opinions on things. But yeah, that's comic book pickups for the week. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and yeah, I'll have more reviews and stuff on the way. And yeah, I gotta get rolling because it's back to the grind. Peace.